Hey guys, so in honor of the new year, I'm going to be talking about new releases today. And because during the holidays, that's one of the things a lot of people do. They just all get together and go to movies with their families and friends. So I did that also. I had heard great things about Saving Mr. Banks, and I love Tom Hanks and Emma Thompson. Jason Schwartzman is my main guy. I don't know what that was supposed to be. I think I was trying to be cool. Didn't really work. Anyway, I love Jason Schwartzman. Yay. So I went to see Saving Mr. Banks. I was so excited. It's directed by John Lee Hancock. And he also did The Rookie and The Blind Side. So I'm thinking it's his like life mission to warm the hearts of America or something. So he certainly does that with Saving Mr. Banks. It's a sentimental, true story of P.L. Travers and her professional relationship with Walt Disney. Before I go all cynical on you, I'm going to talk about what I did like. I really enjoyed the performances. Schwartzman was adorable, of course, as a pianist and songwriter. I was really glad to hear him sing, and because he's in a band called Coconut Records that a lot of people don't know about, and they should know about because it's great. So it's nice to hear him sing. Emma Thompson, of course, was perfect. She always is. I really enjoyed, however, Ruth Wilson. She's not very well known in the States, but she's wonderful. She played the character of Margaret Goff, who was P.L. Travers' mother, and she just played it with such subtlety that it didn't even seem like she was acting. It seemed like she just was this pained mother of these children, and she's really great. Great Britain loves Ruth Wilson already, and I think Americans are about to fall in love with her as well. I hope we see more of her. So yeah, performances were great. Cinematography, I mean, it was good. Of course, it's Disney. It's a big studio. Of course, it's gonna be fine. But I couldn't help rolling my eyes a lot because it's supposed to be like the true story of the relationship between the author of Mary Poppins and Disney, but it's a story being told by the studio that Disney founded. So how objective of a story are we really going to get here? Not very objective. So I didn't really care for it that much because there wasn't a lot of like integrity there in the storytelling, I felt like. However, it was a good movie. It was all right. It was fun. It's a great movie to see with your mom. Will it be a movie that we'll be talking about years from now because of its ingenuity and cinematic creativity? I don't think so, but if you just want to go have a nice afternoon, sure, go see it. On the other hand, a more controversial film that I did really enjoy was The Wolf of Wall Street. That's gotten a lot of people talking. They're not all saying good things about it. Some people feel that it's glorifying or encouraging bad behavior, but I was able to see the movie without rushing out and also hiring a hooker and taking part in federal crimes. But that's just me. I guess I'm special that way. I enjoyed it though, because I feel like Martin Scorsese, he directed it. He's a genius. He really used a lot of different devices to tell the story. One thing I enjoyed was his use of editing. He would tell one scene from the point of view of Jordan Belfort, and then for the sake of comedy, he would tell the story from the point of view of like an objective viewer, like a third party objective viewer, and it would show just how it would be funny. He did it for comedic reasons, but it also showed like the depths of Jordan Belfort's delusion and also the depth of his kind of really like depravity because he was just totally delusional, I mean. And so I think the editing did two things there, and it just really helped to give more body to the story instead of just telling it straight from the viewpoint of either objective viewer or the viewer, first person viewer of Jordan Belfort. So I think he was really creative with that. Also, I liked his use of music. For instance, there's one scene where Jordan Belfort and his colleagues are kind of just partying at the office. They're laughing, they're having a good time. There's midgets, there's strippers. I guess that's like the combination in Wall Street for a good time, something. But and as we see like these images of like happiness and apparent joy, we hear like this eerie music, and it's really kind of unsettling. I was unsettled by the music, and it really kind of put me off to the images that I was seeing, and I think that this was deliberate. And I also think that it showed that Martin Scorsese was really interested in just telling a story rather than encouraging a certain type of behavior. He just wanted to really show like in a creative way Jordan Belfort's life, and also creatively kind of show like that it really wasn't as awesome as like his colleagues and that group of people felt like it was. And I think he used like the editing and the music to kind of really build a story, and I think that was so creative. Also, it had a great balance of humor and seriousness. I think we'll be seeing the movie just sweep the Oscars. Jonah Hill did an excellent job. Leo was perfect, of course. So I really hope you give it a chance. It may be a little much for some people, but I think it's worth viewing. I also saw American Hustle, directed by David O. Russell, starring Bradley Cooper, Christian Bale, Amy Adams, and my favorite Jennifer Lawrence was also in it. It was a definitely compelling storyline. Like Wolf of Wall Street, it was telling the story of kind of these con men. But unlike Wolf of Wall Street, these con men were kind of more everyday type of people. They were just like you and me. So it was a little bit more easy to forgive them for their crimes. And it almost became kind of a discussion of when does the art of survival and what people do to survive become something that we condemn versus something that becomes something that we can forgive, that we can get to that place where we forgive the people. So these criminals, like, even though they were doing things that were bad, they were conning people, we sort of kind of warmed up to them and pitied them and empathized with them, I think in a different way than we could have with Wolf of Wall Street. He was just kind of a despicable character. But anyway, American Hustle, it had a great soundtrack. Some of the storyline, it went on some weird tangents, I felt like. I felt like it kind of drifted sometimes, and it kind of dragged for me. There was definitely moments where I just went for a walk around the theater because I was a little bit bored. But I really did enjoy the story. It was pretty good. Christian Bale was awesome. Jennifer Lawrence, she was amazing. Like, she, for her age, she has an incredible depth to her to where she can play these crazy roles, and she was definitely my favorite performance. I kind of hope she gets another Oscar for like best supporting actress. That'd be kind of fun, but then again, it's like, give it to someone else this time. But she's amazing. She's always amazing. I could just talk about her like the whole video, but that would be boring. Anyway, it's definitely worth seeing. I think of the three movies, though, if you're gonna pay to see something, I would go with Wolf of Wall Street, but they were all like enjoyable in their own way. And anyway, so it's Monday nights. We'll have to go to work tomorrow probably. So I'm gonna call it a night, but I'll see you guys next time. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.